Hello and namaste YouTube. Welcome to today's video. I'm super excited. I heard someone told me namaste today, so I just decided to say it. Anyways, we're here to check out the Mesa Boogie Badlander 50. I'm super stoked about this one. I got this specifically for recording. And if you know me, if you know my channel, I usually play Marshall amps. This one is very different. It has a tighter sound on the bottom. Not going to say it's better, not going to say it's worse. It's just different. This is actually appealing more to my taste for what I'm doing right now. And we're going to go through all these little features. We're going to definitely zoom in, and I'm going to go through some stuff. And again, I am a musician who does a lot of DIY stuff. So this is kind of my point of view of it all. First off, I would like to really thank my friends over at zzounds.com. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They sent this to me without any expectations, having to do a review, a good review, this or that. None of that. These opinions are strictly my own, which is actually really cool. I really like that. So a huge shout out to Zzounds. Check those guys out. There will be affiliate links down below. I mean, a man's gotta eat. So if you want to buy something from Zzounds, it doesn't boost your price, just helps me out a little. So before we continue, you can do one of two things. You can skip all my talking. If it's boring or whatever, skip it all, go to the plain section. Fine by me. If you want to stick around a little bit more, we're going to go into some more details. I'll show you what's in the bag, this and that, crack a few jokes, inappropriate jokes that probably aren't really funny. But here we go. I'm going to show you what comes along with the Mesa Boogie Badlander. All right, guys. So here we've got a Mesa. I haven't opened this yet, but I'm assuming it's just a cover for the head. Pretty cool. Cloth cover. In fact, why don't we just open it real quick? Yep. Just that. Boom. Goes perfect for the head. All right, so next up we have some papers here. They look pretty cool. Nice paper, not some of that cheap stuff. Just the limited warranty stuff, registration stuff there. Now, one thing I really did like that Mesa sent is this owner's manual. It is very nicely made. I know this is like who cares about an owner's manual? But it goes into really nice detail explaining everything you need to know about the amp. Now, sometimes you read a manual, or at least try to read it, and it is boring. And I don't get any of it, pretty much. In this one, whoever wrote this manual, I give you props because it's easy to read. It's like someone is explaining to you if you're not an electrician. Okay, it's as if they simplify all this lingo down and make it easy for the everyday guitar player who just buys this everyday normal person. So huge shout out. It makes understanding the cab clone, the impedance, all that stuff very cool. So it comes with a really cool one, and you don't have to download one and read it on PDF. So pretty cool. Thanks, Mesa. This was cool. Now let's get into up close the Mesa Boogie Badlander 50. Here we go. All right, guys. Here we are up close and personal with the head, and I'm gonna start left to right. I'm like really awkwardly behind the phone, but it is what it is when it's DIY, right? So up here we have different options. We've got a bold setting. You can't see the words, but on the left it's bold. So it affects, if you read the manual, it affects the voltage. And so this actually makes your playing tighter. Okay, so it has a tighter feel with the amp. And we're going to go through the sound of that for sure a little bit later. We move it to the right. We got variac. And that sags the amp a little bit more. It has to do with the voltage levels there. If we put in the middle, amp is off. But we're going to leave it on for the sake of, because we're going to play it in a bit. We're on standby here. Of course, when you flip it on, amp turns on. We have the 50 watt, 20 watt options. I've just mostly played it on 50 watts. I've always assumed more watts is better. You get more headroom, so and such. So I'm just going to leave it on the 50 watts. Starting up here on the top, this is the clean section. So we've got master, presence, bass, mid, and treble, of course, our standard EQ, and gain. And apparently both of these channels are supposed to be identical, but in the manual, it says that they are slightly different. Okay, they are voiced slightly different. So channel 1 is more for a cleaner sound, okay, but they do have the same settings. Here we're on clean mode. This little switch, if I turn it down one, we're on crunch, all the way down crush. And again, we'll listen to all that. I'm going to leave it on clean for right now. This is basically the channel switching. Right now it's on up, so it's channel 1. If it's in the middle, it's for your foot switch, and I'm going to show you the foot switch in just a bit. If we push down, we go to channel 2. And channel 2 has the same settings here. We got master, presence, bass, mid, treble, and gain. Let's see. I like to crank the masters up, especially when we're using a cab clone. It really pushes the tubes, so I love doing that. Our foot switch goes here, and again, I'll show you the foot switch, and here's our input. Let's take a look at the back now. All right, here we are on the back, starting from left to right. I just turned off the amp, so you won't see anything glowing. We have our speaker outputs right here. This is a really cool section right here. This is the cab clone section. And I know Mesa Boogie did I've heard, bad job with the first cab clone that came out. But I must say, you'll hear what it sounds like. It sounds fantastic. So the direct out is going directly into my interface. And I don't have to have a load connected to this amp. This amp is special. Of course, other tube amps, you want to have that load connected, but this has a built-in load, so we're good. We're set without having to plug in any speakers. So I love that about this amp very much. The USB is simply to connect to a computer to choose IRs. I think you can even load in different IRs. I found the one that I like, and surprisingly, it's actually number 1. We'll try to go through a few different ones. And so this is channel 1's IR. This is channel 2's IR. And I believe it's a 4x12 traditional closed back. I'll double check that for sure once we start playing. Of course, we have headphone out right here, and the level of which it goes out to the direct. Over here, we've got our effects loop. Of course, a lot of amps have that. And this is cool. We got a bias right here. So you could change tubes. Right now, it comes stock with EL34s. A little bit lesser gain, I guess, whereas the 6L6s have more of that American sound. I've been always a fan of the EL34s anyway, so I'm gonna, I don't need to change that for right now. And of course, our fuse at the end. So let's get into the nitty gritty now. Hey guys, just one more thing before we do the playing test. I wanted to show you the foot switch here. It is really cool. It's just this little built like a tank cliche kind of thing. But yeah, it is built like a tank. It is solid aluminum, some sort of metal, I don't know. And it's simple. It's just one button. And you can also use any guitar cable that you need to connect it. It comes with one, of course. But I'm just using my own for right now. Plug it in, and as you can see, right now I am in channel 2. Push that, and the light turns green over there. So one more time, channel 1, click it, channel 2. And also, the guitar we'll be using is my very brand new Les Paul Standard Faded 60s. It is a beautiful, amazing guitar. If you like Les Pauls, check them out. I'll link it down below. Have a great one, guys. I hope you enjoy the playing, and let's kill it. Here we go. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just finished playing everything and it was a lot of fun. I found some cool tones that I normally wouldn't have checked out unless I was demoing to y'all. As you can see, I demoed as much as I can within a rational time, point in time. I wanted to get kind of my initial playing, see what I wanted to do. I stuck in A a lot, kind of stuck in my comfort zone to give you mostly the idea of the tones. Now, something that really surprised me is I was really able to hear the difference between the bold and the variac setting. As it states in the owner's manual, the variac does change, they both change the voltage of the amp, and so it gives a natural sag to the tone or whatnot. I gotta read that manual again, but it said something in among those lines. So if you really liked the video, guys, or at least if you liked it a eensy beensy, please give it a like, give me a sub, helps out a lot. Check out zzounds and comment something that you enjoyed about the video, or something that you might like to see. Maybe I didn't get to it completely in this video, and if you want to see more, let me know. I'm going to be playing this amp a whole lot, and I'm also going to reveal what next demo is going to be. I'm super excited. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, keep on rocking. Bye-bye.